welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about something that's perfectly timely, and that is ghostwriting. This video is just going to be a quick overview of what ghostwriting is exactly and some of the pros and cons that come along with it. So stay tuned for my Halloween themed video. The first thing to talk about when we're discussing ghostwriting is what exactly this practice is, and it's pretty straightforward. It's basically like any other freelance job you're going to get. You'll be contracted to write an article or an ebook or whatever, but instead of it being published under your name and having you listed as the author, it's going to have someone else's name on it. If Joe Schmo hires me to ghostwrite an article, I'm going to write the article, and then he's going to take it and publish it and act like he wrote it. You know, a lot of people ask if this is legal because, you know, it kind of sounds like the definition of plagiarism, but it is in fact legal because as part of your contract, you are forfeiting your copyright rights to this work. You're basically saying, yes, you can take my work and claim it as your own. So it is legal as long as you have a contract that says you're agreeing to ghostwrite. There are generally two main reasons why someone's going to look for ghostwriting. The first is just because they're too busy to do it themselves. You know, this is often the case with CEOs. They don't have the time to sit down and write an article, so it's much easier for them to just give you a brief synopsis and you take that, write it. They'll edit it, make sure they're okay with the content, and then publish it under their name. It's a lot more efficient for them because they're really busy. So that's one big reason. The other main reason is just because the person might not necessarily have the writing skills, and this is kind of what happens with any type of memoir. You know, the person has a really great story to tell, but they don't have the skills to actually put it into words. So that's when they hire a ghostwriter. There are benefits to ghostwriting, but there are also, downsides as well. Some of the benefits include that you can actually charge more because your name's not going to be on it. I've seen that freelancers, I don't ghostwrite a lot, so I don't have a lot of experience with this. I've done it in the past, but not extensively. Some people make a career out of it. But I've seen that some freelancers will, tack on a 10 or 15% fee just because their name's not going to be on it. And so they can charge higher rates, which is awesome. Another benefit is that, this is kind of mean, but this is how my brain works. If an article ever comes under criticism, or any type of writing comes under criticism, you're not gonna bear the brunt of it because your name's not on it. No one knows you wrote it. Someone else is taking credit for your work, so they're the one that are gonna get all those nasty comments targeted toward them. Trust me, it's not fun to have nasty comments targeted toward you. On the flip side of the coin, there are definitely downsides to ghostwriting. The most obvious being that you're not getting a byline. A byline just meaning your name on the article as the author. You don't get a byline, and a lot of times you also can't put that article in your portfolio because it's not credited toward you. I have seen contracts that agree that you can show ghostwritten pieces in your portfolio, but again, it's something that needs to be in your contract. You need to discuss that with the client ahead of time because it's just kind of a sticky situation if you're, telling people, oh, I actually wrote this article, and they didn't want people to know. So make sure you discuss that ahead of time if you want to use a ghostwritten piece in your portfolio. The other major downside is just that, someone else is going to take credit for your work. It's just not a great feeling. You put your time and effort into something and someone else is going to be like, yes, I wrote this. And in reality, you're like, no, I wrote that. But you can't say that because you signed away your right to say that. Is it the end of the world? No, but it feels bad, especially if, it gets really popular or it gets a lot of attention. That person's going to get credit for your work, which we've all had that happen to us in our lives, and it doesn't feel good. that's kind of a brief overview of what ghostwriting it is and some of the considerations you need to take into account before you kind of sign up for ghostwriting. If you're looking for ghostwriting jobs, you can find them pretty much anywhere you can find regular freelance jobs. They're not hard to come by because it's a fairly common practice. But so if you have any questions about ghostwriting, about freelance writing in general, leave them down in the comments and I will be sure to address them in future videos. As always, please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in hearing more of my insights about freelance writing. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.